Good morning and greetings to the world from South Georgia, USA. We've got a beautiful morning. It's very pleasant temperature, overcast skies, kind of hazy. Out here feeding the deer, tending the sheep, if you want to put it in biblical terms. And I want to tell you what I've got on my mind this morning. I was thinking about the great cosmic play. I suppose that I did not coin that phrase, but I'm going to use it. I don't know who said that or if I've heard it, but I probably have. The cosmic play. The Creator God of the universe has created the universe, the stars, the planets, the earth, and the people and animals that live on the earth, and all of the myriad of buggies and flying things and microscopic microbes and all of the things that we can't see readily. Even with our best microscopes, we haven't seen it all, and I don't guess we ever will. But this cosmic creator God, who is good, who is just, and who is love. Imagine that we have a creator out there in another dimension that is love, that created us and that loves us with a type of love which we cannot imagine. And this creator, God, lowered himself into our fleshly dimension because he loved us, fully knowing that when he became a man, fully man, that he would have to die, because that's what his creatures must do. Imagine a God that powerful, that he would do something like that because he loved us. Jesus said, "Greater love hath no man than he give his life for his friends." That is how much God loved his creatures. Now, some people might think, oh, Jesus was God. He didn't really die and all that kind of stuff. He really did die because he was fully man. But he also was fully God. So the man part of him died, but the God part of him couldn't, because God can't die. God is eternal. Imagine this. You've seen the pictures of the cross, the drawings and the paintings and the movies, and the pitiful beaten body of Yeshua, the Messiah, dying on the cross. Because he loved us. He was trying to shock us into seeing that the fleshly world is not the only world. There is another world known as the spirit world. And this cosmic play was performed by Jesus to teach us, those of us that can see it, and I have no idea why some can see it and no idea why some can't, but it's just the way it is. So I guess my feelings right now are that what a wonderful creator that he would do such a thing. The stripes that Jesus was beaten with were real. The pain that he suffered was real. The agony, the nails through his hands and his feet were real. He knew that when he came to earth, that this was going to happen to him. And he endured it out of love. Greater love has no man than to give his life for his friends. If you can see this, if you can see this play, this cosmic play, then ask Jesus, who is alive in the spirit world right now, would you save me? Would you take me to the spirit world when my flesh dies? All you have to do is ask. Jesus said, seek. Seek what? Seek the kingdom of heaven, the other dimension. Knock, and the door will be opened. The door to what? The door to the kingdom of heaven. Now we can get into all kinds of rabbit trails about exactly how that happens. We wouldn't understand it if Jesus told us anyway, exactly, because he's God. He can do that. Well, I guess my theme this morning is just think about what kind of a God we have. The God of the universe that created all of this that we see, plus what's out there. The universe, apparently, with no end. And God, who had no beginning and has no end. That's why the God part of Jesus couldn't die. That has no beginning and no end. And Jesus was fully man. That means he had to die. It was all part of his plan. You think you can come up with a better plan? What do you say? Okay, I wouldn't make the world where people died. Well, they would have had to make people into gods then, because all flesh dies. God's plan is right. He knows what he's doing. Just trust him. Let's ask Jesus to save us today. This is all you have to do. Jesus, would you save me? I know that I'm not going to last forever. In fact, I know that this day might be my last day. There's plenty of people that are going to die today. Tomorrow, the next day, might be you. The time is now. Jesus, would you save me? Do you want it? Ask for it. All right, that's all I got to say about that today. And there is a prayer that was given by Jesus called the Lord's Prayer that, in my opinion, he intended us to say every day, many times a day. And I'll say it in just a minute. I thought of another way of putting this. Your flesh decreases. But as your flesh decreases and gets closer to the grave, the born-again spiritual man increases. So as you decrease and you become feeble, bent over, having to use a walking stick or a, what do you call a walker. As you are in danger of falling down and breaking yourself, your spirit man is standing taller and stronger. And ultimately, as I have seen people do that were believers, their spirit man began to take over, and their fear of death was negligible, if any. I've seen it with my own eyes. All right, the Lord's Prayer. Please say it with us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.